All right, let's get right into it. Think about all those little gadgets we bring into our homes and offices. You know, the ones that are supposed to make our lives a little easier. A smart speaker, a connected coffee maker, maybe even a digital photo frame. But what if one of those harmless-looking devices wasn't just showing you pictures? What if it was watching you? It's a really unsettling question, isn't it? That little screen, the one cycling through your favorite family photos or maybe showing off products in your office, it might be doing a whole lot more than you realize. And honestly, the answer is, well, it's pretty alarming. Let's break it down. You see these things everywhere, right? In a waiting room, on a colleague's desk, maybe on your own bookshelf at home. They're meant to be comforting, familiar, and let's be honest, kind of boring. And that's exactly what makes them the perfect disguise for a hidden threat.
Okay, so let's pull back the curtain on this seemingly innocent little gadget and take a look at the spy hiding in plain sight.
And I want to be super clear here. This isn't about some hacker trying to get into your network from the outside. No, the threat is already inside the device when you buy it. Researchers have discovered that some of these photo frames are being sold with malicious software baked right in, straight from the factory. So how does this actually work? How does a picture frame become a threat? Let's unpack the mechanics of this and see what's really going on under the hood. So the folks who figured this out were from a mobile security firm called Quokka, and during their research, they zeroed in on a specific brand, a Hale. They found that the second these Android-based frames connect to your Wi-Fi for the very first time, they just immediately start downloading malware in the background. No warning, no nothing. So what's this malware up to? Well, first, it forces your photo frame to join something called a botnet. Now, if you're not familiar, think of a botnet like a zombie army of hacked devices. Your little picture frame becomes an unwitting soldier, controlled by a single attacker who can make it and thousands of other devices do whatever they want. And we're not talking about some generic off-the-shelf malware here. These frames were caught connecting to the Void botnet and the MSMS malware family, and both of those are known for being, really nasty and effective tools for cybercriminals.
The way it works is it's dangerously simple. The moment you power it up and connect to your Wi-Fi, it secretly phones home to a server controlled by attackers. From there, it downloads and installs its malicious code, all happening completely silently, totally hidden from you.
All right, so the frame's infected. Big deal, right? I mean, why should you actually care about a compromised picture frame? Well, let's talk about the danger it poses to your entire network. It's a fair question. I mean, what harm can a simple little screen really cause? Turns out, a lot. Once that little frame is inside your network, it can be used to launch massive attacks to knock websites offline. But worse, it can spy on everything else happening on your Wi-Fi, maybe stealing your passwords and login credentials. It basically creates a secret backdoor, giving attackers a permanent foothold right inside your home or office network. And here's the absolute kicker. This isn't something you can fix by just turning it off and on again. No way. This malware is designed to be persistent. It reinstalls itself every single time you reboot the device. Even a full factory reset? Nope, that won't touch it. Once it's in, it's pretty much in for good.
So, you've got to be asking, how in the world does this even happen? Is it just a mistake, an accident, or is it something way more sinister? Well, the evidence points to a factory-installed betrayal.
So the key weakness here is actually a feature that's supposed to be helpful. The automatic update function has a fatal flaw. It has zero trust issues. It just blindly accepts and installs anything it's sent from its servers without ever checking if it's legit. It's like having a security guard who just lets anyone in the door.
And look, this wasn't just one tiny mistake. The security firm Quokka found a staggering 17 unique security problems with these frames. To put that into perspective for you, 11 of them were so serious they were given official CVE numbers, which is the system for cataloging major security threats. This thing was absolutely riddled with holes.
This quote from the researchers, it really just hits the nail on the head. They said, "This isn't a random hack. It appears to be an intentional supply chain attack." Which basically means the malware was probably installed at the factory before the device even got into the box. Someone, somewhere along the line, deliberately compromised it. Okay, I know that was a whole lot of doom and gloom. But the good news is there are some really clear, simple steps you can take to protect yourself. So let's talk about how to secure your network.
First things first, and this is the most important piece of advice. If you own one of these UHale branded frames, or really any cheap, sketchy smart display, the expert's advice is simple. Unplug it. Disconnect it from the power, right now.
Now, for all your other smart gadgets, you got to think in layers. First, if a device doesn't absolutely need the internet to do its job, just don't connect it. Second, create a digital quarantine zone. Put all your smart home stuff, your light bulbs, your plugs, everything on a separate guest Wi-Fi network. That way, if one gets hacked, it can't infect your main computer or phone. And of course, always have a good firewall and antivirus running, and try to keep a list of exactly what's connected to your network.
At the end of the day, this whole thing really forces us to make a big shift in how we think. The old way, you'd buy a new gadget and just trust it. The new mindset, the one we all need now, is to treat every single internet-connected device with a little suspicion. Assume it might be a threat until you've proven it's safe.
So that really leaves us with one final question, doesn't it? This whole story was about a photo frame, but the lesson here is so much bigger. Just take a look around your room right now. What other smart device, your thermostat, your doorbell, maybe even a light bulb, might be hiding a secret you don't know about? It's time we all started asking.